Tired of spending hours prepping for your next game session? Well, the Oracle RPG app by Nord Games is here to change that. This app is designed to take the hassle out of game mastering, letting you jump straight into an adventure filled with the same passion, inspiration, and creativity of your home games. Instantly generate stories, characters, and monsters in an app that manages your campaigns effortlessly and keeps all of your game tools in one place. This all-in-one app will help you instantly prep side quests, make interesting NPCs, and so much more. Plus, it all works on iOS, Android, Steam, and the web, so you can prep and play anywhere. With Oracle RPG, you could save time and get back to gaming with more inspiration at your fingertips than ever before. Head to the Oracle RPG Kickstarter page and back their project, and get ready for less prep and more play with the Oracle RPG app. Dead Season is a mysterious podcast for D&D nerds hosted by Knocked Prone.
Find more ways to support our show in the episode description.
We join your party as you are all in this memory of Chai. We ended last session, I believe, with everyone rolling a wisdom save as Chai came back to life and fell unconscious, unfortunately, but everyone else rolled a wisdom save to make sure that they could stabilize the memory that they were in of another person who was unconscious. So we are joined with you guys. You are all in the wake of this huge drill, the Faybreaker engine, that did not make it into the Furbolg Fortress, and Chai is laying unconscious. What would you all like to do?
Javi would run over to Chai and see what he finds.
Can I suggest you stabilize her? Or is she already stable?
No, I'm not. I've taken one failed death save.
Can we stabilize her?
Yeah, could I make a
She's
medicine
alive?
check?
Yeah.
Alive, dead?
I'm alive, but I'm dead.
I would like to do the help action to whoever does it.
Yes. So whoever would like to try to do a medicine check, go ahead and do a medicin check with advantage. From,
I'll go for it.
Yeah. Imagine you move your massive gauntlet.
No. Javi just pulls out plates of metal and starts patching.
Yeah.
Just putting them on.
The defibrillator. Yeah.
Yeah. Dirty 20.
A dirty 20. You rub the two metal pieces together, and you say clear. And can I get a clear and Javi voice?
Clear.
And Chai, you awake with your hair straight up and a white stripe down the middle. Javi is able to stabilize you back to 1 hit point, and you are now alive.
What just happened? Was I unconscious? Wait, that doesn't make sense. I can't be unconscious.
But you can now.
I think you share the same affliction our dear friend Zel does.
Really? I suppose I've never felt so alive and so close to death. Well, I'm not even sure what this means, but the Faybreaker, did you stop it? Are we okay now?
Oh, he's stopped. He's not going anywhere.
All right, I can hear the silence. It's wonderful.
Just distant screams of furbolgs. But other than that, it's very silent.
That's actually a good point. Maybe we should go try to find some people, calm them down. I know we're in a memory, but I'm not sure if there's anything else we need to do here.
Well, I was going to say, though we are in a memory, you coming back to life from it, clearly there's more repercussions of these memories than just remembering, I guess.
And there's some type of power here.
I didn't even know this was going to be a possibility. I still don't understand how I'm alive. I wasn't even sure if this memory had any truth to it or not. Are we sure I'm even alive at this point? It almost doesn't make sense.
Actually, that's a good question. How would we check?
Well, I think your being unconscious is a fairly good indicator.
I'll kind of look at myself, take a moment. I don't feel the soul splitting, and that would also make sense, I guess, but...
The Raven Queen is not always a taker of life. many times she acts to preserve it. I think with our invaders and the threat being manufactured, not a natural part of this environment, by us stopping that, we've returned things to how they should have been. That may include you being alive.
You don't think the Faybreaker was actually part of my reality, right?
Twisted sense, I believe it was part of your reality through this memory. I believe, perhaps a little presumptive of me, but the Pinkertons were somehow using the memories or something connected to them to truly alter our lived lives. And by stopping what they're doing here, it stopped it in your life.
Which to me means we have as much power in these memories as the Pinkertons do. We just need to know how to use it. We can alter events from our lives.
To an extent, I would still caution against swimming against the Raven Queen's river too much.
It seems if we swim against the river, she makes me go asleep and we come alive.
That's one possibility.
So what I'm gathering is that due to the Pinkertons meddling in the real material plane, and if we stopped the Faybreaker and that brought me back to life, that it was the Faybreaker that killed me the first time.
Do you remember that?
Assault.
That's a great question. I know that previously I did have no memory of my death. The last thing that I remembered was the feast, which is going on. But now that I'm here, I've got this theory. Do I have any memory of it?
Roll me a wisdom or history check.
21.
With a 21, you will take 2 points of psychic damage. Oh man.
I got it. I'm sitting here. I have this epiphany, right? Okay. Do I remember this?
You
and as I realize, oh my stars, that is how I died, and I just reversed my death by stopping the Faybreaker. Pass back out.
Clear!
Javi's gonna start charging up his hands again.
Think back to your memory of dying, and you see the Faybreaker engine bursting through the wall of the Furbolg fortress, and you see multiple falsely departed members breaking through the walls and attacking you. And that's the last, and then your memory goes foggy, as it seems that is how you died. And as your memory goes foggy, you pass right back out. Javi has to give you another clear in order for you to come back to life. With this new knowledge, Chai, what are you feeling as you now realize, looking at your hands and seeing the veins in your wrists full of blood once again?
Nobody plans for death. Now, coming back, this isn't really my plan either. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of excited. Now I realize I might have an opportunity to get back to the material plane, find my daughter, and tell her myself where she can find Earl and how we can eventually be together at some point. It's not on the timeline that I was expecting it, but I'm actually glad that maybe I'll get a chance to really speak with her. Furbolg to Furbolg. So I'm gonna make the most of this, but we still have a lot of work to do before we can get back to the material plane, and we just need to figure out what's the next thing we gotta do. So, have we accomplished everything in this memory?
I'm more curious to see, are you going to be able to come back with us?
I mean, Zell's been with us this whole time, so...
But Zell used magic.
And he's dead inside.
He's not attached to his physical body.
Well, in the past, when it's time to go, the portal opens. And I guess we won't know until I try.
As you were looking around your memory, Chai, the memory of your end, and you've now expanded past the end of your memory, roll me a insight check.
19.
19. It seems that with Javi's memory, you recall that Javi, at the end of the memory, a button appeared and the doors to the elevator reopened and a portal was behind the elevator doors. There is no such button in your memory at this moment.
Well, considering that we stopped the Faybreaker and I came back to life and a lot has happened since we first entered here, If that button's not showing up now, then there might still be things we have to do here. I'm a little nervous to go into the fortress and to see people that I know. I'm not one to be very knowledgeable about space and time and timelines, but it just seems a little strange, unnatural even, that I'm even here. So
I think quite the opposite. If this is where you were meant to be, I think you entering the fortress and socializing would be the most normal thing you could do.
If this is where you died, no one has known you've been gone.
that's true.
This is right where you left.
That's a great point. I wouldn't want them thinking I was disappearing on them or anything, just out of nowhere. So, all right. Well, let's go. I'll introduce you to everyone.
I'm not sure they can see us.
Well, that's okay. Well, you're right. That would be a bad idea.
In spirit.
Well, I'll appreciate the company.
And as you walk towards the entrance of the Furbolg Fortress, you hear a large booming voice say,
Memory harvesting in progress.
what would you like to do?
What does that meant in the past?
It sounds bad, but it does seem like it's been good for our progress.
Yes, it seems like it. Yes, I know. That's why I was.
But that could also
asking.
just be us just very wishfully thinking, just
We did
ignoring
it.
all the negatives.
Checkpoint.
It's working.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, the phrase of that freaks me out.
But we don't really have any other options.
Yeah.
That is the thing.
So
Welcome to my railroad. Choo-choo.
So I hear that. We haven't entered the fortress yet, though.
No.
We're walking towards it. Obviously, we all hear that. I'm assuming. I'm keeping my eye open for a button, but until I see it, I'm gonna keep going and head into the fortress.
Yeah. So you enter into the fortress, not seeing any button as you continue. The large, massive doors, as somebody peers around the gates of the Furbolg Fortress. You're home! And will
Yes, and you'll notice it's a lot quieter now. The Faybreaker, it's disengaged. I don't think it's gonna threaten us anymore.
go ahead and roll me a D20 and a D8.
20
20. Wonderful.
and 3.
3. All right. Well, with a natural 20, he's going to furrow his eyebrows and say,
Hey, Breaker, have you been drinking any of the water outside of the fortress? You know it's not safe out there.
I'm gonna turn around and see if I can still see the Faybreaker.
roll me a wisdom save.
Evil. That's the one I picked.
27.
27.
Yes.
Okay. And with successful wisdom saves, the Faybreaker engine is gone. However, you are able to kind of still yourself in the memory and realize that the aura that Talroth had seen before that made it look like this was a rift wraith of sorts seems to have been the thing that whatever was surrounding this seems to have been set right into place.
I just want to be able to, I feel like I'd be able to tell from the guard's demeanor, because I know when we were doing stuff with the Faybreaker a minute ago, we were hearing screaming and chaos and all the things. Do I get the sense that he still has this memory that chaos and things were going down, or is that kind of wiped and he seems like totally fine, just another day, no biggie?
As you look upon his face with your 27, I will let that carry over because wow, what a number. He seems to be carrying on with his day. He seems like he freely opened up the drawbridge, and you would have assumed that he would not have if there was some chaos or disorder outside.
No damage to the wall.
No damage to the wall.
Okay.
The doors open to the Furbolg Fortress. Hero's Feast is progressing as normal.
Okay. So as I gather all of that quickly, I relax my shoulders a little bit, try to look probably a little less weird. I probably look a little insane, honestly, at this point in time. What am I going on about? It's nothing. Yeah, I'm so excited for this feast. I better go check on the cooks in the kitchen, And I'm going to head towards where I went near the beginning of this adventure, when I very first visited the fortress, because those are my people. That's my comfort level. And I think there's a chance I might see my daughter there. So I'm going to head to the kitchen.
Absolutely.
With my friends.
Yes. So you bring everyone to the Furbolg's cooking kitchen and apothecary, and you see multiple stations that are cleared, as it seems that with the festivities going on there, the cooking seems to have been prepared, everything is made, and everyone who would be cooking in this kitchen is out celebrating.
All right. Well, time moves quickly. My team's efficient. What can I say? So I'm going to go out to the feast area, dining, where I would assume everybody to be gathering.
Yeah. And what are you looking for as you go out?
Honestly, mostly my daughter. But also, like, it feels to me a teeny bit strange that everything is just so normal. So also just anything out of the ordinary. I would also be very interested in seeing Shrubby or Moosey Moose if they happen to be around.
Absolutely.
So we're just like not seen. Like we're seeing all these people. They just can't see us. We're just ghosts.
Sixth
Zell.
sense, you know?
Heard, not seen.
Nice.
Keep your eye out for any like buttons or anything, you know? I'm anxious to keep this moving forward at this point, so...
Chai, Javi, and Talroth, go ahead and roll me an investigation, perception, or insight check. And
Not one.
nice.
Looking for buttons on people's shirts.
Great. You find them.
I pushed them.
Found the Chai.
Everyone's getting the chills.
I'm just poking everybody.
Right in the heart. I rolled a 13.
13, wonderful.
Natural 20 for 25.
Whoa. With a natural 20, you, Talroth, are going to break slightly away from the rest of the crowd, and you see a large Furbolg man that you recognize from a prior encounter huddled over a creature.
Get closer. I'm assuming it's Shrubby and Moosey Moose.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I will get closer, but still keep myself at a decent distance.
And Robbie, are you able to hear me?
Hello?
We've met before. Don't be alarmed. I'm a friend of Chai's.
Okay.
What's wrong with Moosey Moose?
As you look over Moosey Moose, roll me a medicine check.
14.
With a 14, you look over Moosey Moose and see that he is absolutely rot with the ichor that you remember had been left inside of Moosey Moose. And it seems that this ichor, its chaotic energy, is tearing him apart from the inside. And he seems to be ravaged and sick. Shrubby has no idea what is going on and is trying to... You see hurriedly putting in Furbolg herbs and poultices that he's mashing together and trying to feed to Moosey Moose, but Moosey Moose is powering away from each of them.
This ailment is extraplanar. It is evil in nature. I can provide a limited protection, but a long-term solution is going to be up to you. Do you have anything that could aid against extraplanar threats?
No,
aberrations?
I've been working on some prototypes, but they're not ready yet. Is there any... You said you know Chai?
I know Chai.
Can you ask her to cook him up a good healing something or other in the kitchen, maybe?
I can certainly ask.
I will look around and try to find Chai again.
As you walk away from Shrubby, he says, "Thank you for not thinking I'm crazy."
Chai, I've found Shrubby and Moosey Moose. Moosey Moose is still affected by the ichor. I think that we should go to help.
That is a big problem. I mean, he's in the fortress, and for as long as the ichor is here, I feel like that's a big risk.
And maybe the reason we can't leave yet.
Possibly, I think Moosey Moose has caused a lot of chaos throughout the material and astral plane.
Shrubby was suggesting potentially cooking up something that could fortify Moosey Moose's constitution. Do you think that would be possible?
I'm surprised I haven't thought much of that already. I would love to try.
I can assist.
And yeah, my basic plan is I want to, before she feeds the meal, I want to cast Protection from Good and Evil on Moosey Moose to try to subdue the effects of the ichor so that hers might have an increased effect.
So I'll head to the kitchen to start creating something. I also wanted to ask you, have you given me something for soul splitting?
Yes.
I don't know if that's...
I haven't given it to you yet, but I am about to.
Okay. I was making sure.
Javi and Zell, you see Chai and Talroth head towards the kitchen apothecary once again. So you head into the cooking place and into a slight minigame. We are going to play a minigame called Too Many Cooks in the Apothecary.
Ooh.
So, heavily inspired from Overcooked. This is going to be a resource management minigame. So, there are 20 resource components that you can use to make potions. These potions are going to be of aid to your party. Failed checks equal failed potion. So you will have to expend components in order to try and make certain potions. And if you fail them, then you've wasted the materials and that's it. Every station will need a chef and a sous chef. So one person being the main chef and one person being the helper chef. So everyone can be involved in this. And the sous chef has a box of simple tasks to accomplish, whereas the chef has a box of much more complicated tasks to accomplish. It's in a cool little skull jar. So the DC of your combined task together to make the potion will be the two that you draw combined. So say I pull from the sous chef and it's chopping onions, which is say a DC of 7. And then in this one, it's souffling the mushrooms and it's a DC of 13. Your combined DC is 20. And so you would each, with combined scores, need to score a 20. So if Chai rolled a 10, Zell rolled a 7, you would lose. But if Chai rolled a 13 and Zell rolled a 7, then you would pass. The complication, you cannot share. You could say the number that you rolled out loud, but you cannot share the number of the DC on your paper with your partner.
Ooh,
so your combined DC will be somewhat secret.
Intrigue.
Yes.
Intrigue and mystery.
There are 4 potions that you can craft. Medicine for Moosey Moose, which takes 5 resources in order to create. A potion of greater healing, which takes 3 components to create. A potion of long rest, which takes 6 components to create. And a potion of soul mending, which takes 4 components to create. Now, again, you only have 20 components total. Who would like to be a chef and who would like to be a sous chef at each station?
I would like to be a chef.
I would be a very good sous chef with my help action.
What roughly are we adding any modifiers or these straight rolls?
These will be according to wisdom and intelligence.
I have high intelligence? I could go chef.
The sous chefs will be Talroth and Zell, and the chefs will be Chai and Javi. So let us commence. So with a combined score of 44, this team will go first. And Chai and Zell.
Wait, yeah, we need team names.
Second. Yes, what are your top chef names? Chai Barath. Okay, Chai Barath. Yeah.
Javi.
Team Gusto.
Team Gusto. I like it.
Team Gusto.
Yeah.
Of Javi and Talroth. What potion would you like to try and create?
You go medicine, Moosey Moose.
Sure.
That first?
Probably the best one to go first.
Medicine.
All right. So you are expending 5 of 20 of the resources. Now, please read the card out loud, but not the DC. We're fans of Marvel here.
Crushing ingredients into poultice.
Crushing ingredients into a poultice. And
Your handwriting is hard for me. Score skins from ingredients, 20.
11.
31 total.
31, is that
DC's 11 here.
DC 10?
DC 10 and DC 11? So with a combined score of 21, you guys pass and are able to create the potion for Moosey Moose.
Do we believe that is the only one needed?
You are able to deduce that this potion of healing will allow Moosey Moose to make essentially a death save. If it is 10 or higher, he will fight off the infection. If it is 10 or lower, he will not.
Can we give him the medicine now, or do we need to finish the game first?
You can give him the medicine now if you'd like.
Yeah, I'd say let's do it, right? Any reason to wait? Yeah.
So
Javi,
2 cooks leave the kitchen. Now there's not too many cooks in the apothecary. And with that, while you guys exit the kitchen to go take care of that, let's go with Chai and Zell. What would you like to cook up? What's your team name? Chell?
Nice.
Let's do a long rest potion.
Okay, so you are expending 6. So now 11 of 20 has been expended. And go ahead and draw your paper for what you are doing.
Mixing ingredients in mortar and pestle.
And mine is cook to perfection.
Nice. All right.
Well, so would you allow my help action as bonus action to apply to Chai in this?
Yeah, let's say you can add a D4 to this roll, Chai.
I can add a
You can
D4.
add a D4.
Okay, and I'm-
Wisdom or intelligence save.
Good or really bad?
30.
30.
Wow.
Should have taken nap.
Five? All right. Yeah, maybe. Hopefully. So with a 35, what is your DC? 7.
20.
20. 27. 20. Create
Just like it came out.
successfully a potion of long rest. Talroth, head back with the potion of...
Do I feel like if I cast protection from good and evil on him, it would assist with it at all? Or
Yeah, I'll give him advantage.
okay, then yes. So I'll hand over the thing to Shrubby, and I'll just say, "Give him this once you see the effects subside." And I will lay my hands on Moosey Moose, and I will cast protection from good and evil.
Awesome. Both of you roll me a death save.
Whoa.
19.
19. All right. With a 19, Moosey Moose is going to spit out a huge bit of ichor that Talroth, you have a little bit more understanding for, now understanding what this is, being a clone. You've successfully healed Moosey Moose. He looks a little worse for wear, but is in the process of healing now, as Shrubby feeds him the bottle. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, good boy. Okay, yeah, just heave it out, buddy. Heave it out. As Moosey Moose is just absolutely wretched. Thank you so much, spirits. Is there anything I can do in return for saving my best pal?
Is there any sources of limitless power around here? Or?
I'm sorry, I can't understand your accent.
Is there any magic items laying around?
Genuinely, though, we are about to face the root of all of this evil. If you have any suggestions, I know that you have capabilities with spirits. If you have anything that you know that can empower us to do our job better.
Absolutely. You know where this great evil is? Maybe I can bring some reinforcements or something.
Do you know where the final resting place of Eldath is?
I do. Are you another servant of Eldath here to test me once again?
Yes.
Oh, good. Because I already told the last spirit where the resting place of Eldath was.
What did he look like?
He appeared to me and he gave me a bag that I ended up giving to Chai. And I told him where the...
How long ago?
Not too long ago, I suppose.
Symptoms in Moosey Moose started recently after.
I believe so, yes.
That was the person that we're trying to stop. If you can give us the same information, we should be able to, well...
We can put an end to this.
And if you assist us, that is a crucial part of it as well.
Well, the other guy seemed a little bit more spiritually inclined than you two. Could you both roll me like a religion check around against my insight to see if I trust y'all folk?
6.
6. Nice. With a 16, you are just going to beat out his check, and he's going to say, all right, there's just something so calming about your voice.
Yes, we're agents of Eldorath.
Oh, agents of Eldorath. Eldorath Wieldertons.
I give him like a
Okay, well, that's kind of what the Firbolg Sanctuary is for, is protecting the final resting place of Eldath. There's it's deeper into the fortress walls, but there's a rune symbol that says, give 1,000 for none. That's where you'll find the Fey entrance to Eldorath's resting place.
Keep an extra eye on it.
Absolutely.
Be ready to assist should anyone try to intervene. And remember what we look like.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Take care of Moosey Moose.
Absolutely. And let's head back to the kitchen. Javi and Talroth come back.
I will say to Chai. Next time we take a rest, I'll handle the cooking.
Well, that would be kind of nice. That is so sweet of you.
We are great at this. Moosey Moose is feeling all sorts of better.
Oh, good. I'm so glad to hear. Well, we still have components left. We did make a potion of long rest because I figured we might kind of need that midday not nap. You know what I mean?
Also, Hugh is heading towards Eldath's resting place right now.
No.
However, we've enlisted Moosey Moose and Shrubby to help us in our fight.
Do I know how to get there? I would assume I do, but I don't know.
Roll me a history check.
22.
A 22 history check. You remember back to episode 4 when your party found the ancient rune in the Firbolg fortress that said, give 1,000 for nothing.
Yes. As a matter of fact, y'all have been there too. We passed by it the first time we entered my memory. That's where we need to go. Is that where we should be going right now?
I still don't know
I don't know.
if we're going to leave this memory back to the factory or
I can always punch a hole back to the astral sea, but
if this is where we need to be.
Well, it does seem mighty convenient. I kind of trust these portals and the way that these memories work. They seem to guide you where you need to go. I don't know if that's the Raven Queen or some other unseen force, but
so.
for as long as we're not seeing portals and buttons pushing us in one direction, I think that maybe is where we need to be. And who knows what kind of chaos he could be already having. I just hate to think about that. Okay, one more healing.
Finish preparation.
One more long rest potion. We can do this. Let's go. What if
Catch up.
Zell and I do the cooking and these two at least take a short rest? Or maybe I should be taking a short rest.
You should get a long rest. Get your
I should
spell
do that.
slots back.
I think long rest is most important for you two.
I don't think for me.
Your spell slots, flash of genius,
I'll get my flash genius would be nice.
different stuff like that.
But I'm pretty good on spell slots.
I am as well.
I'm sous chef.
Absolutely. Sous chefing it up.
All right, we're switching it up. You two take a rest. Sit on your britches and just be comfortable for a little bit, okay? And let's do this, Javi.
Let's go. Javi will be toasting ingredients by the fire with a spigot.
I will flambe ingredients in a pan.
Wonderful. So a very hot potion of long rest.
Spicy.
It's going to be a 23 for me.
24.
47. All right.
Oh, is that gonna do it?
Yeah.
Six.
DC 19.
All right.
My goodness.
So you guys create
guys
another potion of long rest, and you now have 3 more components left, which is enough for a potion of greater healing
All
if
right.
you would like to.
We're on fire, so we continue.
While this is
Yes,
happening.
yes, you're able to take a short rest, both Zell and Talroth.
Javi's sweating. Heat in this kitchen. The pressure. And he's going to start dehydrating ingredients.
And I will be flash freezing ingredients.
Whoa.
Okay.
So this is going to be like a freeze-dried potion of healing.
Oh, that's not so good. A 10.
10?
27.
Oh my goodness. With a 40,
I had DC 14 that time.
DC 14,
And I had a DC 18.
whoa,
So
so
32.
32. So
Ain't no thing.
with 40 as your total number combined, you were able to create a potion of greater healing. These, I should have made these numbers apparently a little higher because I was expecting there to
Or
be at
the
least
next
one
battle is
fail.
about to be really hard.
This little free handout to get our butts kicked.
Yeah, and you are able to create these potions, and as you expend the last of the components, you see alongside one of the mixing bowls that you pick up, Kai, a small button.
Guys, I think I found the button.
It's time.
I think so too. But I'm hoping we come back here soon.
I think our path leads back here. We just have some more business to get through.
Let's get through that business as quickly as humanly possible and spiritually possible. As fervently as possible. And I will wince a little as I push the button.
The elevator doors open, and a portal is on the other side.
I enter.
On the other side, you see a smiling Captain Pinkerton who says, Did you get what you needed in there?
I think so.
And as you exit, you see from the sky a small elevator charge is going to fall. And you now have 2 of 4 elevator charges in order to power the material plane elevator. And Hugh says, Good. Okay, you got that too. I know where 2 more are if you'd like. Go get 2 more in one go.
Onward. Let's do
Onward?
it.
Okay.
We've got places to be.
I don't want to be this person.
But you're about to be.
But you're about to be.
Can I roll an insight? See
Absolutely.
if Captain Pinkerton is
I'll roll it
eagerly
at-
trying to help us or eagerly trying to push us down a
Yes. Go ahead and roll 2 for me.
path? I'd rather prefer to roll 20.
Yeah. Now go ahead and roll 2 d20s for me.
Okay, 18 for the first, 9 for the second.
Awesome. With your rolls, it seems convenient. It feels a little convenient that all of these things seem to be lining up. However, you are unsure whether it is because Captain Pinkerton is wanting to get revenge on the people who slighted him, or if you are heading into a trap.
I'll just Keep my eye on him.
Okay, absolutely.
Healthy suspiciousness.
Healthy suspicious.
Captain Pinkerton points towards the exit of the room and says, just down this hallway. You want me to lead or do you want to lead?
I think you should go first.
Okay,
If you could go ahead for a little bit. So something I wanted to chat with my friends about. If you wanted to continue on for just a little bit.
Yeah. I'll just. What have you been doing while we've been gone? Just keep doing that.
Oh, well, you know those like little paper things that tell your fortune? I made like 4 of them. So, I'm in the process of one. Jeez, everyone's a critic. But yeah, I just make those for fun sometimes. Just, I don't know, trying to get my mind off of things.
Heck yeah.
If you need me, I'll just be down the hall this way.
Just folding.
Just folding, trying to get this 4th one.
With that, he'll exit the room and walk down the hallway. What would you like to do?
Alrighty. You all know we've been quite a pain in the Pinkerton side. A beautiful thorn in their side. But I have decided that in exchange for being allowed to move on with Delry and Chap, if the opportunity presents itself, I would stop being a pain in the side of the Pinkertons. This isn't much of an excuse, and I don't really expect you to understand, but as I'm sure you're well aware, I've been disconnected from the risks of my decisions for a long time. And now that I am aware of them, again, it is utterly crushing. And I can't bear the thought of those boys waiting for an eternity for someone who will not come. I know there's much more that weighs in the balance of this than just me and my family, but that is the decision I've made. I know it is not a moral one, and I know I'm giving you the short end of the stick as my friends. I'm sorry, but if the Pinkertons offer me that choice, I will take it.
I understand. You have to go be with your boys.
If the last battle comes, don't save a potion for me.
I'm disappointed in you, Zeb. You know how important this is, not to your boys, but to the souls of the world, the material plane. I find your lack of faith disappointing. Raven Queen has provided such a clear and powerful path for us so far, and I believe that if you fight with us, she will help you. All I'd ask is that you don't take the deal until you feel it is absolutely necessary. My role and priority has always been your protection, and it will remain so in the final battle to come.
I would just caution taking any deal from the Pinkertons, no matter how sweet it sounds.
Above all else, Zell, I know that you care about being a good father and a good person. So, personally, I trust your judgment, and I think that you will always do your best. In life and in death, I think you've always been a good father.
I thank you for your input, and I will definitely consider it, especially if it feels like what they're offering me is, not a safe deal to take. I be careful. I do agree, though, Talroth. You've given me quite a large source of stuff to negotiate with, and so if they're not presenting me a very easy, clear-cut option to make it back,
Your decision and your afterlife are your own to decide.
Can we continue?
Yes.
Just in case things don't work out, I think you have the best chance of making it back to the surface, so I'm going to hand you a little letter written out with just like, it's like, stamped, sealed, and just says to Ilaria.
Absolutely. You can trust me with this 100%.
Ready to continue down the hallway. Let's see how his origami is going.
Maybe you let Captain Pinkerton's fortune tellers decide what you do.
Should I fight the final battle? Every single one of them is just trust the Pinkertons.
Take the deal. Take the deal. Take the deal.
Wow.
Trust the Pinkertons, take the deal.
You're doomed on your own.
Turn on your friends.
You're a captain now.
You've been promoted.
You've been promoted. You head down the long hallway that Captain Pinkerton has headed down as well. And at the end of the hallway, you see a gaping hole is torn through the cracked concrete floor of the phylactery factory edge. You seem to be in the room just adjacent to the elevator room. You see a door to the right of you as you continue down this hallway that seems to be back to the main elevator room It's the crossy looking room that you guys are walking down the hallway of. At the end of this hallway, a jagged rust-edged rim that is slick with an oily sheen that glistens under the flicking industrial lights. The air here is heavy with the acrid stench of rotting organic matter and the metallic tang of discharged magic. The smell leaves a bitter rust-like taste on your tongue with every breath. From the depths below echoes a chorus of unsettling sounds. Wet slurping of something devouring refuge. Everyone roll me a nature check.
13.
16.
16?
3.
3. Javi, you peer down and are able to see a creature. The low guttural growls that you were hearing was coming from a frog-like monster, a green slod. A warty, slime-coated monster with skin glistening in the dim light. It has bulbous yellow eyes that gleam as it gorges on a magical debris heap in the crag of the factory below. The floor vibrates faintly beneath you that is pulsating like a distant, unnatural heartbeat of the monster, while the air clings to your skin with a clammy, grimy residue of this creature's essence. The mingled scents of decay, chemicals, and swampy filth churn in your stomach, making each breath you take feel like you're swallowing corruption festering in the pit below. And Javi, since you succeeded on your nature check, go ahead and make me a perception or investigation check as you look at this giant frog-like monster.
I like that. Succeed
10.
check, get another check.
10?
Yes.
With a 10, you are going to see beyond this monster a pile of trinkets that the monster seems to have been collecting. And at the top of the pile, you see 2 familiar-looking elevator door charges.
I'm gonna just say Javi's probably like on his stomach, head in the pit, looking at all this, and he's gonna look back at everybody and just say, "Guys, I found the charges. You may want to take a look at this creature, though."
I'll lower down my lantern inside to give us a better look.
As the creature starts grabbing at it with its claws.
That's
The Sasquatch commercials.
$1 bill. What do we know about this type of creature?
This creature is an aberration. Well, everyone who looks upon this slod, go ahead and make me a investigation check.
8.
At 20.
With a natural 20.
I'm not looking at it. Silvernath is totally distracted.
I thought you got a 1 and I was like, moving on. With a natural 20, Chai, you look upon this slod and see the greenish, sickly skin of it and see a portion of its head is missing, like a little chunk. And as you look at the ground near this pile of trinkets, you see a gem-like structure that seems to be the exact shape of the head of this slod.
Wow.
With your natural 20, go ahead and roll me a history check, too.
12.
12. With a 12, this gem, whoever is the holder of this gem, seems to be in control of this creature.
And I know that just based off of like my knowledge.
Based off your knowledge, yeah.
Okay. Look closely. You see that missing piece from his head? Now, call me crazy. That little slimy guy and the missing piece looks to be the exact same shape and size as that little gem thing over there, which seems strange. But from what I know about substances like that, is oftentimes they have an owner with power. I'm not sure what to do with that, but all I know is I want to save it as much energy and resources as we can before we're heading towards Eldath's resting place to do some serious damage to some other creatures. Anybody have any ideas on how we can make this efficient and safe for us all?
How far away is the gym?
Finn may be able to go get the gem for us. Sneaky style. Yeah, boy.
Unsuredly, sees giant frog.
Dogs eat spiders.
And he ties a rope around himself and hands you the other end.
Mission Impossible style.
Mission, go ahead and roll me a stealth check as
Sweet.
Finn is going to lower down Mission Impossible style into this chasm.
While you're doing that,
Should I do
has
my
the frog
stealth or
seen us
Finn's
at this
stealth?
point?
The frog has only seen the lamp, but the lamp was the thing that was able to show you the chunk out of his head that was missing.
The lamp.
Can I
Sorry.
try to use it
Talroth's
to distract from?
Yes, go ahead and roll a stealth with advantage as Talroth's lantern is distracting him.
11.
11. Chai, roll me a d2. With a 2.
Perception check for the slot.
Yes.
Ooh.
With a 2, the Slod is going, 2 perception, the Slod is going to be enamored by this lantern. Talroth, go ahead and roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh no.
15.
Natural 14, he's going to fail, and he's going to jump and try to grab at your lantern and miss, but the of him falling back to the ground is going to cause Finn to fall to the bottom of the rope, and he's able to clench on to the piece of the Slod and start rapidly tugging against the rope. Yeah, as you start bringing Finn back up to you, and you guys now control the gem that seems to control this monster below.
So with my history check, do I know how to use this gem?
Yes, so it seems that the holder is able to give simple commands to the creature, and the creature does its best to follow them.
Okay.
The constant command spell, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you feel that the last command that was given was to eat refuse, the garbage below. And you see a small chip actually in like a crack along this gem that it seems when it was thrown away by whoever the holder was before. And that this chip has caused the Slod to be able to collect some of the things that he thinks are pretty and not
Nice.
eat all of the garbage.
This whole time, I just want to be like, actually, like pointing my glaive into Captain Pinkerton's back in case he does anything. Just as ready.
Yeah.
Just prepared
I think-
stab.
As Finn gets up with the gem, Javi will direct him to give it to Chai. You seem to know more about this. You take this.
All right. You might think I'm crazy, but I'm just going to try this. I'm going to hold the gem in both my hands and just whisper to it. All right, buddy, are you there? I'm going to see if he just even seems like he's hearing anything.
He starts looking around.
I don't really want him to see us necessarily
Right.
here, so I'm gonna be like, eyes on the prize. Look at all your little things, buddy. You see them?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I need you to grab a couple things. Grab a couple of your special things. We're gonna make a second pile with your special things.
And he starts grasping at a bunch of them, and in his left hand is going to take a huge heaping of the trinkets, and in that are the elevator charges.
Perfect. Now I need you to go across the room and start making that second pile. Just drop off that pile.
And he starts doing exactly as you command.
Perfect. So now that you've got that first pile over there, go over to your big pile. Wow, that is a good pile. You've got quite a collection. I'm very, very proud of you. Now, you know what? Before we start making that other pile, I think that this pile needs to be sorted by colors. Do you know your color? Okay. All right. Now start sorting this, and I need you to focus. Okay. Lock in, little buddy. All right. Then I'm gonna look over at Javi, like give him a nod, like motion to
Then
Finn.
you gotta start lowering
To
Finn
start
back down.
lowering Finn. to the other pile.
Roll me a stealth check with advantage again. With a 19, Finn is able to grab both of the elevator charges and hoist them back up to you.
Okay.
Okay.
You now have 4 of the 4 elevator charges needed to make it to the
Amazing.
material plane.
Can we see anything, particularly in the small pile, that we
Roll
might
me
be interested in?
A luck check.
Me?
Yes.
You got this.
It wasn't my
You can do it.
Just kidding. Oh, just luck check.
Maybe we can trade him for the bells.
I got a 7. Lucky number 7.
All right.
She wins the jackpot.
Yeah.
And roll me a D10.
1 out of 10.
10.
Yes.
7.
Whoa.
Okay.
Wow.
With a 7, go ahead and roll me a D100.
Okay, I got a 60 and a 0, which is just
60.
60. And then a 68.
60 and 68. You see a wand of the War Mage and a set of scale mail adamantian armor in his massive pile.
Oh. Okay. Well, Finn is not going to be able to grab the scale mail. But he
Will
could
he
grab
just-
a wand.
Will the frog just hand it to us? If you tell him to?
Did we just Hail Mary and
We'll just say, hey.
we got the buttons.
Give me that. See if he does.
My only worry is that with the crack in the gem, that'll give him some amount of like free will in like.
Can he get out?
I don't know. I mean,
He's a
he
frog.
almost
He can
grabbed. He almost
But
grabbed.
there's like a little
Talroth's-
tiny hole in the center of the room.
You can try.
Unless he destroys the ceiling,
That was
our
my only-
floor.
I think it's still worth a try, but that's something to keep in mind.
You know, let's be a little greedy. Let's have everybody out of the room with the buttons. Hopefully, too safe down the hall. I'll try it.
You know
Things
what?
Go wrong. Open the door behind me and we'll run.
All right. I'll give her guidance and just may the Raven Queen bless you. And
I really feel like our tactics have become more refined as time has gone on.
I'm also going to. I'll order the Wisp to exit my lantern and to just float around like the top of the hole, just changing colors and doing stuff like that.
Absolutely.
As Talroth's doing all this stuff to prep, as Javi's walking out, he's just going to say, I hope I see you again.
Thanks, Hob.
As cheerful as Talroth.
All this time with these reapers.
And Chai, go ahead and roll me a luck check with
So
advantage
creature that
as
just
you.
one-shot us.
What would you like to instruct this creature to do?
All right, little guy. You are doing so well. I am so proud of you. You know, there's some armor down there, nice and shiny. Well, you know what? The more I think about it, it's not that shiny. It looks a little dull. You know what? You see that hole up above you, right? If you pass that scale mail, and I see a dull-looking wand right there. Do you see it? Yep. I see you looking at it. Those two look like they could be buffed a bit. I can help you with that. And then you can keep going back to sorting out your packs. It needs some organizing. So just do a little jump, toss it up through, and we'll see where we're at. I just want to add that like Chai's conscious right now just feels like a ton of bricks. Knowing that this poor little guy that just wants a collection that's stuck here, and he deserves a happy life like everyone else, and I'm just stealing his things and I'm
We should
lying
set him
to do
free.
it.
I mean, yeah, you can.
We should set him free.
She says while holding the key to his chains. I hate the turns.
Once I get what I need, though, I'll help you.
I am hating every second of it, despite what you all say.
Once the pyramid's built, we'll let you go. We won't start another one.
Won't be executed because we don't have food to feed you.
And roll me that luck check with advantage.
Oh yes, 15.
With a 15, you'll go. And he will toss up both of the items that you need.
Okay, I'm gonna take the items, throw them out the door, so y'all can like take them and everything. And then I'm gonna say, I'm gonna do something really stupid. I'll be right back. And I'm gonna shut the door again. And I'm going to. and I'm gonna free him. I'm gonna free him.
Yeah.
That pushed me over the edge.
Yeah.
I can't let him think that I'm Lady Pinkerton. I'm
Yeah.
just as bad as she is. So,
What would you like to instruct him to do?
well, I don't actually know how he can get out. Because, like, there's this door. Like, how else can he get out of the factory in general?
Maybe let him decide.
Hey, little
Destroy
buddy.
everything. Jump.
Hey, little buddy.
Jump.
Have you know a life outside of this place? Did you used to live somewhere else?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Do you know a way out of here? Do you feel stuck?
And his eyes will just glaze over.
Now listen, little guy, I want you to get out of here. Lady Pinkerton, I've collected a lot of random trinkets from past souls, and I've got this nice collection of a lot of things, including some shiny things. And as long as nobody else already owns them, and they're my things, honey, you can take them. What's mine is yours, my love. So you can get out of here, okay? I think if you leap hard enough, you might be able to bust through this floor.
Roll me a D100.
So shiny. This give me Moana vibe.
97.
With a 97, the creature will and jump out from the hole below. You're able to scramble back in time.
I'm like scrambling into the door, and I'm gonna keep talking through the thing, and I'm just gonna be like, all right, now don't destroy this place as much as you can. I need you to get up and out of here. If you can bust through this other ceiling, I assume there's like another ceiling above where we are. Get out of here, okay? Get out of here, run far, far away, and search for Lady Pinkerton's things. Those are what you can take. You can take my stuff and my stuff only, okay?
I take front door.
Boutique front door.
And he walks out the door.
Oh, can he fit through the door?
I thought he was
Oh,
huge.
that's what I said.
He is huge.
The front door was like a
Choose
giant
for a
door, yeah.
I squish.
Well, it's stupid. If I would have known he could fit through the door, I would have just probably let him out
he
the door.
still had to break through the hole.
The hole in the ground.
Oh, well, right. Hey, I need you to be good, honey. Right?
Right.
You need to be good. Okay. That's a great idea. I will, and I'll if I get a chance, I'll have somebody check on you. Okay.
All if need. Borrow less long.
Okay. Well, you're a sweetheart. I hope you find some good shiny stuff. Yeah. All right. We'll see ya. Bye now.
Bye.
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 I'm gonna turn towards you guys.
I like to imagine I cut to him like in like a 5 years later, like, bye.
Borrow long. Borrow long.
He's got like a dragon sword.
She's gonna come back
Wearing a crown. I'd rather not be asked any questions. You know what? Look at the time. We really have to go. Let's go. We got the buttons.
monstrosity walks past you out the front door.
Anyway, places to be, people to see. Let's hit it.
And you have the 4 keys that you can place in the elevator if you would like.
I'm gonna drink that long rest potion.
Absolutely.
Go in there.
Gain
Right
a long
now.
rest.
So like
Try and Javi gain long rests.
ground myself. Yeah. I'm just like a little lost with the Pinkerton. So I didn't make a deal. I made a deal with you, Pinkerton.
Yes.
Yes, not Captain Pinkerton.
Yes.
That's right. Okay. I just couldn't remember the name. So I
You're
was
good.
like,
You're good.
which Pinkerton is the one that I need to know? To remind you all, my soul is owned. I got to get it back
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah.
As you press each of the 4 elevator charges into the corresponding holes, you notice the up arrow turns a sickly radioactive green and starts to pulse in a wave-like pattern. You reach forward, and as you press the button, the elevator doors creak open with a groan that sounds like the echoes of a final breath, revealing a blinding light that pierces your gloomy afterlife. The air shifts instantly. The cold, sterile stillness of the air around you is replaced by warm, earthy scents of rain-soaked soil and the faint metallic tang of the elevator interior. The distant hum of life filters in, rustling wind through leaves, muffled chatter of unseen voices, and above it all, a low, ominous thrum like the heartbeat of the world itself bracing for what is to come. A rush of cool air brushes against each of your skins, sharp and invigorating, that is tinged with an electric taste of destiny. As you step forward, the ground feels solid, but yet unfamiliar. Every sense of yours has sharpened with the weight of the journey ahead, where Hugh Pinkerton and your greatest challenge awaits. The elevator doors close behind you, and you feel the elevator start to ascend. And I believe that is where we're going to end our session for the night. My name is Cade, the host and Grim Reaper of this Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure, and I am joined here by the players to my left.
Brooklyn playing Chai.
Alec playing Javi.
Mason playing Talroth.
And Danny playing Zelbarath Wilderton.
Thank you so much for joining us for this special episode of Knocked Prone. If you would like to continue listening to the next episode, you dang should, because it's probably going to be the finale of our podcast campaign. And we're so excited to ring in the end of the dead season with all of you fans, just like Talroth with his T-Bell. And so don't forget it, though. If you love this podcast, go on over to patreon.com/knocked and consider supporting our show if you're monetarily able to, or recommend us to a friend, because that is free. And thank you so much, and we hope that you remember when life knocks you flat on your back, all you got to do is keep rolling, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of your afterlife. Goodbye.